Hey, this is Ryan from MatrixAnalytix. I'm going to start doing these midday updates, hopefully every day now, if it's not too hectic. Usually ahead of the final hour, just to give an overview of what's going on in the market and what we're seeing. So, right now we're just sort of hovering in this around this 11:45 area. We have a lot of shorts coming in right around 11:45 to 11:50. A lot of people betting on a double top in the market. I mean, on the S&P specifically. The Nasdaq's already made new highs. So we have a lot of people, a lot of shorts coming in right around this 11:50 though. We also have a lot of smart money liquidating a few positions. Due to the calendar, we have a lot of mutual funds coming in here towards the end of the quarter, buying these high beta tech names. They're kind of chasing performance. Google's seen a lot of fun buying over the past several days, and we pointed that out starting around 540, and we did put a 580 target on it. Unfortunately, we liquidated some of these positions a little bit too early, but we believe right now, especially over the past 2 days, we're starting to see a lot of froth in a lot of stocks. So if you take a look at Google here, I mean, if you take a look at the charts, we can see that we've had these huge sort of gains, just abnormal size gains the past 2 days. This is definitely end of quarter fund buying. I mean, we also know we have a big buyer in the marketplace, but this specifically is just real chasing by funds, okay? It just reeks of froth. There's no reason why Google cannot pull back to the 560 level and really just still remain healthy on the chart. It's the same with Baidu and same with Apple. Apple as well can pull back down to the 215 breakout level, which was the previous high, test that and come back up. So we believe is going to happen is this 1150 level is obviously some huge resistance level. Everyone has their eye on it. The shorts are going to cover above it. Technicians are going to come in to buy above it. Okay. So what we believe needs to happen for a sustained move above 1150, we should see a pullback here, and there's several reasons for that. Okay, we're going into options expiration. Next Friday, March 19th, we have options expiring. We've had really big runs, and a lot of stocks. A lot of the big cap tech names have run a lot. Really, commodity names, all sorts of financials have run. I mean, every sector that I've looked at has run pretty significantly over the past couple of weeks. So the calls are really expensive right now. Okay, and the puts are really cheap. We noted that the VIX is kind of abnormally low right now. There's a lot of people saying, oh, the VIX is too low, we need to pull back. And right now, the VIX is low, so that the puts are really inexpensive, the calls are really expensive. So there are really powerful players who are seeing that. They know that a lot of kind of unexperienced traders are probably coming and chasing these calls higher, bidding up the calls. Mutual funds are coming in to bid up stock price, so the calls are just the calls are getting frothy as well, and the puts are getting really sort of undervalued. Okay, so there's an opportunity to where someone could come in and start selling the calls, start buying the puts, and they could take the market down just 1 or 2 days, a nice solid pullback for 1 or 2 days, really kind of double those puts right away, and they can cover those calls, or we don't know what's going to happen after that, but I mean, there's an opportunity there. We don't know if they're just going to keep taking the market down to really just expire all the calls worthless and really take all the puts up and just for huge gains or what. But we know there's going to be an uptick in volatility at some point between now and next Friday, March 19th. Okay, just typically indicative of what happens during options expiration. They're really going to try to wipe out and make as much money as possible on the option side, especially the March options, okay? So as we've been noting, this 11:45 area, there is a huge seller here. There is a bit of resistance. We have this buyer who's still lingering, who's really this guy is just relentless. He will not let the market turn over, and he's still lingering in there. But we have some good size selling coming in. The only reason I think we're going to be able to take this buyer out on the downside is because of options expiration. So in addition, what we were saying is, in order for the sustained move to happen, we'd like to see a pullback first. If we don't see a pullback and the market does clear this 1150 level, say tomorrow or even Monday, without any sort of significant pullback, I think it's going to sort of be a dud. I think there's going to be this huge burst of energy, and then there will be insufficient buyers to take the market even higher because a lot of these stocks have gone straight up. There hasn't been a chance for stock to sort of get rid of weak-handed longs or bring in additional longs to kind of support the stock at slightly higher prices from. For example, if Google pulls back to the 560 level, we'll bring in new buyers from the 560 level. And we'll also bring in shorts. People are going to be shorting from here, and we're going to bring in some shorts so that once it clears 580 again, you'll get a nice, really strong surge. If we just clear it up here, I mean, I'm not really interested in buying Google here until I see a pullback. I'm not interested in buying Baidu again until I see a pullback. Same with Apple and several other stocks. So right now we're just seeing this market sort of trying to make this surge up against this 1145 level. And I mean, we don't know. I mean, the final hour, we've seen this buyer come in. He could start to surge it again. But the market is just starting to feel very, very frothy, that it really just does need a pullback just for the overall health of the market. And I have no problem with the market going up 1150. I think ultimately we will clear the 1150 level. But I think right now the opportunity is to the downside. I just don't see the risk-reward benefit of being long at these levels. I see a much better risk-reward profile on the downside. So I think the best thing to do right now is either be sideline looking for shorts. I think even short positions here are not a bad risk-reward bet. I mean, you can be in the market short at these levels and cover on a break of 1150. Okay, but so that's basically it. We're going to be watching the market as it close, looking for additional signals. And that's about it. So with that, we will see you guys tomorrow.